A couple of weeks ago, I met beautiful female. Beautiful. She was into all the cool things.
Such as?
You know, like, helping people and...
A humanitarian?
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Really cool, really cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Want to save the world, huh?
She's modeling.
Okay.
She ain't trying to save the world, she's modeling.
Let's see. I like where this is going.
The conversations that we had were extremely interesting.
In depth?
Extremely interesting. And I was like, wow, she could be the one.
She could be what?
She could be
the one.
The one.
I thought I heard him wrong. That's why I had to say
no, you heard him correctly.
Okay. The one. So, one night we get together, have some drinks, talking, be on a balcony, looking at the city. You know what I'm saying? One thing leads to another. The trailer closed leading to my bedroom. I'm having passionate, just, you know, when you put your arms underneath and you on top and you're underneath like this.
You dig it till you can't dig no more.
Dig it.
All the way
Dig
in.
it.
Mm-hmm.
She's making all types of
symphonies.
Beautiful music.
Yes.
Coming out of beautiful music.
Yes.
Then, I bust a nut. And it was like, all of a sudden, she was a different person.
In your eyes?
She was like, I didn't like her job. I didn't like her. I didn't like
the lust disappeared.
I was like, what the fuck?
The lust disappeared.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have shaved before you came over. All types of, like, all these things just came rushing to the front of my mind. To where I was like, damn, was this a mirage the whole time? Was it a mirage? And where did it come from? And I looked down, and I was like, you did this to me. You did this to me. Now I'm stuck here. She wants to cuddle, and I'm like, I gotta check some things online. I stay up till the morning time. And she leaves, then I go to sleep. Is anyone familiar
Dog.
with what this actually is?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it now.
Yeah.
Post-nut traumatic syndrome. It's almost like your hormones take over and say, yo, she's mad cool, right?
You bypass all the red flags.
My nigga, don't even sweat that you could see like her lace front is peeling up a little bit. Don't even sweat that.
No, I'm sweating that.
She's a beautiful person.
Sweating that.
You sweat relation.
And as soon as you bust a nut, y'all not gonna sit here and be quiet, man. I know this shit is happening to everybody.
I'm letting you finish your story.
I'm letting you cook.
No, this has happened to every man through the course of life. We just didn't have a name for it.
Right.
Now they putting a name for it. What we used to call it was, I liked her, I nutted, and then I wanted to leave right after that.
Right.
We didn't know that was post-nut traumatic syndrome. We just said when the nut flies out, I don't like her no more.
I always said,
I don't even think it's I don't like her no more.
No, you don't like
Actually,
her.
I don't even want to even.
I never liked her.
No.
What is it? What is it?
I plead the fifth.
Let me say,
I think it's just the thriller's gone.
No,
probably.
what I'm gonna tell you is
it was lust in your eyes, and after it already went up, the lust and thrill is gone.
No.
Because if you really like a person after it's done, you're gonna want to hang out a little bit.
That's right.
Yes.
If you really like
the
person.
So that means
I
it was
agree.
lust.
But
you
before
was
then,
lusting, you got your shit
I don't
off,
think it's lust.
and then it's like,
What about the girl that
I
you
need the
thought
fuck
you
out.
wanted to hang with?
Thank you.
At the time
Thank
when I'm
you.
here, I
you heard
think
what
I
you
want to
said?
hang with you.
keyword, thought.
The girl, but in the moment, I'm liking her.
No.
Go ahead,
It's deeper than that. Let's what you just said, the girl that you wanted to hang with. What if that was just a replacement for, I wanted to be with this person. I busted a nut just to get my rocks off, but the person I want to be with in that moment ain't here. bitch, you got to go.
That's way different.
That's factors.
I mean, the post thing could apply to that too. But it's a different
scenario.
This is about anybody.
I thought we were talking about
just about having.
I'm talking about chick I'm vibing with, right?
I'm saying that I actually believe
that you like
that I like
I'm vibing.
Yeah.
It's a substitute.
And right after it was like, go home,
you really
nigga,
didn't like
you
her.
don't.
You didn't
I don't like you
Yeah.
at all.
That's what that was.
It's like drugs. You see a nice drug, whatever your drug of choice might be, and you see it over there and you go flirt with it like, oh man, I want to smoke that blunt, or I want to smoke that crack, or I want to sniff that coke. That shit looking good, groovy,
Vibes.
get with it. Then after, you do the shit and the shit is over, you realize, oh shit.
That was trash.
I played myself.
That. I played myself.
That was
Now I
trash.
feel, what I'm saying, some type of way. I think it's all the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
And then
when
sometimes,
we're
too-
using a female not as what they are, it's just like a drug.
I've been on Ocean Drive with a bitch that I thought I really, 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 really liked. She looked really, really, really good. Got her back. Pussy was smoking and everything.
But
Shit was smoking. I was like, as soon as I nutted, I was like, yo, you just don't look the same. I started noticing blemishes on her face now.
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, you got to go. I don't like the way your hair's laying. Your hair kind of smell like smoke now, although we smoke weed.
Yeah.
I don't like bitches who got weed smoke in their hair. You gotta go.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
what is that?
I just think, also too, I always used to say, my worst decision making is always between 12:45 in the morning and 4:45 in the morning. Once 4:46 hits,
I'm back to normal.
I'm back to normal. So that's the pocket for a bum bitch to get through. At 5 a.m., I'm with my senses. At 12:30, I'm like, with math, I be like this, with math and Smoke Pizza, be okay with me fucking this bitch. 1 a.m. hit, I'm going for the whole one.
That's the pocket.
That's the pocket.
That's the pocket for the
Man, when you had that post up, what time was it?
oh yeah.
And then I know what I'm talking about.
That's the
here.
bum bitch pocket.
That's a bum bitch pocket. Every nigga that fucked the whack bitch
But
fucking
it don't
that
even have
pocket.
to be a bump.
It
Like,
don't.
No, not like that,
It's been, people with successful businesses that I just realized, yo, your voice squeaked too much. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like,
It's there.
I don't know why I felt like that.
Is it usually if the pussy's not smoking? Is it the pussy's regular? Did the pussy let you down, but you still was like, I'm going
No.
for the nut because we here?
No.
I'm here for my hood.
No.
Fighting for my hood.
I think to a certain extent, instinctively, something takes over. Something takes over. We can't deny this shit.
Yeah.
There is a reason why there's so much conflict in having a monogamous relationship. There's a reason. Instinctively, it's not natural for us. It's just not natural.
It's hard.
It's not
for us.
natural to have a
It's hard.
monogamous relationship, is what you're saying?
Yes.
It's hard
not.
for men.
It's natural.
It's not.
It's
not.
really on who you are. I mean, and it's all on discipline, really. Because if you
wouldn't
don't
need
want to
discipline if it was natural. You wouldn't need discipline if it was natural.
That's not true.
Instinctively,
Combien principle that come under discipline? Or that come in
no.
Can we get what the
but
lady
listen,
said?
but what is this? What do you have discipline for? To cut what?
No, but that's just a form that comes with you. The nature with you.
Right.
If you present yourself in a certain way, you discipline automatically.
But killing is also
you mean like if you're on a diet,
No, I'm just
you
talking
have to
about
tell
honesty
yourself,
in general.
I'm not going to eat this trash
That's
that I
discipline.
want to eat.
Discipline.
But you innately
Look,
want to eat it.
look. There's two things. There's two different weapons. When you put two of them together, it's
But-
exclusive. So if your mind thinking one thing, your heart telling you different, right?
Right.
So your heart could be like, alright, I want to fuck. Your mind be like, nah.
Right.
You can still follow whichever one.
Right.
You can follow your heart, and then your mom be like,
But
you played
please
yourself.
understand.
When you're done, you're gonna feel
Your mom be like, I played. You played yourself.
But please understand, there's a reason why
we need.
your mind has to tell you no.
But you know what that is? That's temptation.
It's not
Yeah.
temptation.
Yes, it
It's
is. Because that's
instincts,
what
bro.
people fall for.
It's
People fall
instincts.
for temptations,
And
being
if we
tempted.
let's go back to
Bro,
when we
it's
was little
instincts, bro.
You
kids.
think it's instinct?
It's instincts, bro.
If we go back to when we were children, let's think. Our first girlfriends, was we trying to be like little players in the little kid, you know, second, third grade, trying to have all the girls, or did we have one girl? I think like hip hop music, and I love hip hop.
Nah,
but I
it ain't
think
hip-hop.
hip hop music.
It influences it
thank
somewhat.
you.
It
Hip hop
does.
music influence.
I mean, no, but it's true.
We gotta
bro,
tell
It's true.
the truth.
It's the same way how we
Hip-hop
can say
music
how we can say
influence-
a rock star could influence drug use.
Nah,
I'm
It's the
exactly.
same shit.
Bigger.
People that
he right.
I'm
interrupt
gonna tell the truth, Bigger. Here's the facts. This monogamy thing is a couple 100 years old.
That's facts.
The being with multiples is a couple thousand years old.
That's the truth.
It is the truth.
It can't be.
It is.
How could that be the
How
truth?
can't be?
What multiple
How it
wives
can't
did
be?
Adam
How it can't
have?
be?
Concubines.
It can't be.
You have to go back
How
to
it
the
can't be?
original.
I knew
What
you was gonna
multiple
say
wives did Adam have?
Is this
Come on,
guy?
bro.
Is this guy? What do you mean? What multiple wives?
But
What
you said
multiple
Adam wasn't,
wives did Adam
but
have?
wasn't Eve a clone? Isn't that back to the zero?
Yeah, they gotta produce
We not, see,
more.
that's funny talk. That's funny talk.
No, I'm asking you.
If we deal with
first
the
of all,
book
I don't
itself,
know.
He had to.
what ultimate wife, other
He
wife
had
did he
to.
have? No, he didn't.
He had to.
No, he didn't.
He had to.
Who else was he gonna
had to.
fuck?
Who died in the flood?
Eve.
Who died in the
Aside
flood?
from Eve, who else was he
on,
gonna
man.
fuck?
Who?
There was no other
Who died in the
ones.
flood? Then
They lose me
Who
when you
died in
want
the
that.
flood?
If you want me to
They
explain
losing me
it,
again.
I could easily
Here we
explain
go.
it.
Here we
Who's
go.
the first kid? Is
If you want me to explain it, I could easily
but you
explain
can't,
it, but
Bigga.
you have to allow me to.
Can I ask you a question? Because you said that that's funny
Because
talk.
Eve was gonna fuck.
You asked
You
a
can't.
pertinent question that the world would like to know.
Okay, cool. Go.
The scripture says that Adam and Eve had Cain, Seth, and Abel. And we only look at that. And you're not understanding that the scripture did not record the daughters that Adam had.
Right.
When you get to the end, it tells you that Adam and Eve had daughters. Now, it tells you about Seth. Seth was their third son.
Okay.
After Cain killed Abel, it tells you that he had to flee from the land.
Right.
And Seth knew that, that Cain knew his wife.
Right.
Who was Cain's wife?
Okay. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Okay.
Who's Cain's wife? Tell me.
Who was Cain's wife?
If you don't know,
He
you
don't
don't say you don't know this.
Cut it out.
If you don't know that, say you don't know.
It's all right. I will explain.
I
Cain's
know.
wife was his sister.
Duh,
It
we
was
know-
incest.
Yeah,
and
we
of
know
course,
that.
that makes sense because Cain was against already and already thrown away. And that's how the world multiplied. Off of the incest of Cain getting with his sister and going
What
into Enoch
does it
and multiplying.
have to do with monogamy?
But, you know.
What does
y'all
it have
go
to do with
study that
monogamy?
Later on. It has nothing. You said that it was only a thing. I just proved to you that that's
Yeah,
not
but that
the
was
truth.
because of
No,
But it started
Technically,
with
you didn't.
Adam and Eve.
Because there was nobody else.
There was no when it was already made to God that in order to even be righteous, you have to have one wife. You have to be
That's
a
not
husband.
true.
of
That's not
one
true.
wife.
It's not
That's in
true.
the
Because
scriptures all day.
population
That's
shows.
in the scriptures all day.
It's not true.
Population shows.
Whatever
May
you
I,
just said.
may I say something because
The
y'all
twelve-
because y'all
the
too
scriptures
deep on the
don't say.
scriptures in the zero and one. I gotta say something.
Let me just dispel this real quick.
You have to be
Let
a
me just
husband,
dispel this
one
real
wife.
quick. 12 tribes of Israel, there's multiple baby mothers in
And you
there.
have to
That's a
understand,
different
Stop.
those
That's
are the
true, though.
people.
Stop it.
Wait,
Stop
those
it.
are the people. No,
That's
those are the
after.
people that thank
After.
you. Was after that
I
was
knew he was gonna say
before
that.
Christ. They
That's after.
fell. They did not. They did not find the
married
glory.
them?
They did not. They did not. They
No, you
wasn't
just
in
smashing.
sin.
But
you
you know-
have to name those who came after Christ.
But you know what I just learned about the Bible,
Man,
can I say
this?
this piece? I just learned this about the Bible, and I'm not no aficionado of the Bible, but they said it was 80 stories or 80 books or whatever, something that helped to build the Bible.
Yeah.
But they left. But listen, wait, let me just say this, Joe. But let me say this, Joe.
Hold on.
But can I say this? But 16 of the books they never included. So they only included 64 of the books. So the other 16 books is supposed to be powerful and tell the whole story, and we don't know nothing about it.
Hold on. Those books are in the
In the Quran,
Apocrypha.
and they probably
They're in the what?
places.
They're in the
What?
Apocrypha.
What is that?
In the Apocrypha. Apocrypha
like the
is
Sea
like
Scroll on them
the
shits.
right, exactly. Dead Sea Scrolls, all that shit. Like
It's in the
it's all
original
mixed
King
together.
the
James
other
version
16.
too.
It's
The original King
it's like the
James
behind the
version.
scenes
It's in
to
that
everything
too.
else that was
Yeah, but
happening.
King
right?
James.
But we don't have to go there. We don't. But this is what I'm saying. We don't have to go there. We don't have to go there. We don't have to go there. We could go to any Middle Eastern civilization.
What version you
Stop,
speaking about?
Bigga,
What
hold on. We could go to any Middle Eastern civilization. We could go to any African civilization and see that that was not the culture. Monogamy was not the culture. Period. For years, for centuries, for the longest time.
Dudes had mad
But
wives.
to strengthen Bigga's point, right, when it comes to the hip hop music influencing that kind of effect in pop culture, well, in our society, it's true. Because the younger kids of this modern day, they don't give a fuck about what's said in the Bible. Like, we come from a different generation that we could sit here and debate and go over that because we live that.
Right.
These kids on the internet.
Right.
They don't give a fuck. They listening to what their favorite rapper is saying, and that's their Bible. Right? So, in that case, hip-hop, and we musicians, so obviously, you know, niggas don't want to own up to that, but it is a bravado to have more than one,
Because it was for kings.
or at least to say, yes,
it was for kings.
And those
You could
kings
back
were
in the
before
days,
Christ.
you couldn't have
Instant.
multiple
died
you couldn't
when
have
mine
multiple
was.
wives unless you could take
The
care
wisest
of them.
man.
Yeah, that's it.
So the man that had the most riches had the most wives.
That's it.
And Solomon died with his mind lost.
Kings are horrible people.
We're not talking about that. Come on, man. We're not talking
So
about
our
that.
presidents.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
one.
I'm
It
just
is what
saying
it is.
instinctively bigger, as much as you want to be monogamous.
No, I
Hold
want
on.
the world to understand.
Hold on.
That's the solution.
Let me just say something.
throw a jab at 'em.
Instinctively, as much as you want to be monogamous, if I was to, send you away someplace for like 2 months, and all of a sudden one day you wake up and there's a chick twerking in front of you, you're gonna have a natural reaction. And that natural reaction is instinctively built inside of you, period.
That's your mind.
No,
I
it's
would
not.
have a
It's not.
natural reaction if
It's
my
not your
mind
mind.
wasn't.
It's not
if
your
my
mind.
mind wasn't.
I'm not talking about
given
your
over.
mind as the reaction.
I know what you're talking
Right.
about. But
Okay,
for my
cool.
body to have a reaction, my mind has to have programmed it. Like, say for instance, even though when my hand go like this, if you know your brain told your hand to go like that way before. So
that's
even
muscle
if your erection, if you get an erection, it have everything to do with your brain and your thoughts and everything like that. And if your brain has been given over to a sinful mind, a mind of lust and stuff like that, then yeah, you see something, you see a girl twerk or something like that, you will automatically probably because your mind like, oh, can I sleep with her? Can I hit that? You're thinking that.
bro.
But if your mind is programmed when you see something like that to feel, oh, disgust, sin, devil, Satan. You know what I'm saying?
Bigger. You ever heard of puberty? You ever heard of puberty? You ever heard of that?
Of course.
What happens?
Those are children.
That is the natural course.
Those are children.
Again, it's
Hungry,
in your brain.
What I learned
hungry
today,
and
bro.
wanting sex is two different things.
What I learned,
it's in your code,
You're not
bro.
going to die from not having. You're not going to die from not having sex.
Nah, cause
No, you're not.
No,
you're not. But you might become a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah,
might
again,
become a
if your
psycho.
mind have been on that,
You
if
wanna
your
know why?
mind have
Look at
been
all them
trained
priests that we
on
molested
sex,
boys.
Yes, it's possible.
Cause they not around no women.
I'm just saying, listen, everybody, what I learned today talking to my man when I was driving today is I really learned that. And I knew this, but everybody's different. We're all motivated by totally different things, right? So Bigga's outlook is how Bigga's motivated.
Absolutely.
I can't say he's wrong. He might see a girl twerking in front of him and he might not be moved. Me, I'm moved like a motherfucker if she look good.
Yeah.
All right, my endorphins or whatever the fuck you want to call it is going off. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he might not feel this way. Hyneken might not feel this way
true.
neither.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So
He might
your
not.
truth,
He
your
might
truth
not.
don't gotta be
He
his
might
truth.
not.
I'ma feel that way.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
This dude is
You know we're
funny,
gonna talk, right? We're gonna talk later, right? You know we're gonna talk later, right? All right, cool. Leave it at that. 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 But I think that we're still creatures fighting our instincts. We're still creatures trying to break out of the things that instinctively we're supposed to be doing, or our bodies are telling us this is what you're supposed to be doing. You dig what I'm saying? It's a discipline. And I get the discipline.
Yeah.
That's what makes us, you know, the creatures that's in control of the world.
The dominant.
Because we can think. We can decide against things. You know what I mean?
We can't think, but we don't.
A lion can't decide one day, I'm gonna be vegetarian. It's not gonna happen. But we can.
That's fact.
But yeah.
I actually, did you stop the camera?
But that's what we have.
Oh, the camera.
We can decide that.
I actually wanted to know the females' point of view because we talking a lot about females about this type of thing.
Right.
And she's just sitting over there in the corner.
I am so enjoying this because it's kind of like first of all it's educational, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting how you guys are like looking at the perspective of like sometimes like you're almost like thinking how women think.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And like when you were asking me about the whole like post-nut thing.
Yeah, post-nut traumatic syndrome.
Traumatic syndrome. That happens to women too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
see, I didn't know, see.
But it's in reverse.
That's the first time I heard this.
Hold on, wait. It's in reverse though. If a man makes you...
Can I say this? It happens while you have your period.
No, it happens.
Okay.
It can happen the same way. It can happen exactly the same way. You're into a guy, you have the chemistry. You go on a couple of dates, you like think, wow, this is like a great guy. I get along with him. He listens to me. I kind of like I'm vibing with him. And then you get to that part, and it was great, but something like didn't click. Something was not really clicked. And I think that's when like you just get turned off.
This when and that's when you grab your coach bag and get the fuck out of there.
And you're like done because and you don't even think about it twice and then and then you're like, okay, like they're calling you and you like you know what they're going through, you know what they're feeling.
Right.
But there's no feeling there. There's nothing
Right.
that you can do.
And you feel bad that you
understand, you feel bad, yes.
Yeah. I feel bad that I turned into an asshole right after that happened, but
it's part of
it
nature.
is what it is.
I think it's part of nature. I think like it's like, we want to think like, oh yeah, men and women are so different, but are we?
No, we are. We definitely are.
I think we're very...
We are, but we have similarities. We have similarities.
I don't know because I'm listening to you guys and I'm like,
I felt like that. That's what you was thinking? I felt like
Maybe we're insightful.
So Sil, you dipped
Maybe we're
on a couple
insightful.
guys like. So that was cool. We out.
a couple of guys. I didn't say that. I said
Right.
It's happened
You've
before.
experienced.
I understand it's happened.
Right.
So hold on,
I didn't say couple died. I said it happened.
so between 12:45 and 4:45 in the morning, you ever
It didn't happen around that time, no.
you never made no bad decisions?
No.
You sure?
Women's clocks are different.
She's perfect. You're perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Since we asked her the ultimate question, do you think that a man could be with more than one woman?
Well, if I think that
Your personal opinion, is it okay?
Like, is that like?
Is it okay?
Is it okay in your morals? Is it okay for a
No,
man?
definitely not. I wasn't raised that way, so I personally think that I wouldn't say that it's not okay, right?
Right.
I wouldn't make that judgment on somebody. Why? Because I don't know why they are seeing like more than one person.
You have a son?
Yes.
Would you raise your son to be with more than one woman?
I wouldn't influence that. That's not like I said. I wasn't raised that way. I could not like influence that because I wasn't raised that way.
So no.
I believe that, you know.
Do you want your son to date one woman or are you cool with dating
If
multiple?
you was born in Iraq, your name would be Sean Muhammad, and you would have 5 wives, my nigga. Stop it.
That's
But would
Fact.
you tell your son to be into one girl? Because this is the one thing that I've learned from women. They'll tell a random man like you should be into one woman, but when they got a son, they say don't trust women and date as many as possible. And pick the one you like.
You know what my mother told me?
still there.
I brought my first girlfriend home, My mother looked me in my eyes after she walked to my room and said, son,
Better not get her pregnant.
there's 31 flavors out there.
There you go.
Don't put all their eggs in one
Don't
basket.
put, my mama told me the same thing. She was like,
I
yo,
said 31
do your
flavors,
thing.
Ma?
Don't be locked into one girl. And she said, don't trust these broads.
That's why I would say that to my son. I would say that to him if he was hurt over a woman. And I would say that to him to let him know, hey, guess what? She's not the only woman. There's plenty of other women, and you're gonna fall, and you're gonna have that feeling plenty of other times. Don't get, you don't have to feel bad about it. It's going to go away, the feeling, of hurt or whatever.
My parents told me the same thing, and I think it was basically
That's
on
her?
the same thing.
That's
No, they used to tell me it's plenty fish in the sea when I was a kid, but they was meaning they would add on. So don't focus on the girls now. Focus on your schoolwork. Focus on what we want you to do, and when you get accomplished, the girls will still be there. It's plenty fish in the sea. They ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Take care of your business first.
Right.
I just see girls trying to put a standard on guys that they wouldn't want for their sons. Certain examples, girls be like, hit my Cash App. Why don't guys just randomly hit girls' Cash Apps?
Yeah.
But if you ask them,
they slap their sons upside their
And then
head.
they
and
randomly
call
cash
them
app in the
hitting
bra.
the girl's cash.
Yes. Yes, all day. All day.
Look, it is
all
what
right,
it is, man.
it is what it is.
That's
It is
facts.
what it
Right,
is.
Biggie? You telling your son hit a girl's Cash App for free?
No, he
Nah.
only,
Okay,
he only
then.
7 years old. You better not be. I'm trying to figure out. I put my Google on his phone, and now he can order video games and stuff that's coming to my bill. I gotta disconnect
You gotta figure that out.
You gotta figure
So
that
look, that sounds like a kid that could be
Yeah,
on
I was like,
TikTok.
No, I said I'm going to go home and ask
All right,
him.
here we
You
go.
got smoke your kid,
I'm
your
going
kid on
home to
TikTok.
ask him.
Oh, is he?
He sounds kind of brilliant to
Yeah.
me. He sounds like he could be on TikTok.
Listen, man.
Yo,
Post-nut traumatic syndrome is a real thing. Be careful out there.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.